Thank you all for coming today. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Olusegun Akini, and my assignment this afternoon is to give a general overview of the 360-degree woman. And I would like to start by saying, or by appreciating everyone who's here today to be a part of this significant event. We already know what the event is. It's the birth of the 360-degree woman. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you and God honor you all. Let me say that the journey that culminated in the birth of the 360-degree woman did not start yesterday. It also did not start last year. It started over 5 decades ago in the city of Ibadan in southwestern Nigeria, when a young police officer and his wife had their second baby. It was a baby girl. And they named the baby Titilayo, which translates to joy is forever. Shortly before Titilayo was born, cracks had started to develop in her parents' marriage. The marriage was not to last. It broke up after a few years, unfortunately. But after the breakup of her parents' marriage, Titilayo and her elder brother continued to live with their father, who subsequently married other wives and raised a large family. And so, Titilayo grew up in a lower-class polygamous home, raised by her father and stepmothers, and subjected to every form of hardship and abuse you could think of. Growing up as the first daughter in a large family with very limited resources comes with its responsibilities and challenges, which are often very onerous. Titilayo had to supplement her family's income by processing and selling a local corn product called ogi before going to school in the morning. And after school in the afternoon, she would join a few other children from the neighborhood to assist a woman restaurateur to process and sell steamed bean cake called moi moi. For Titilayo, life was hard, but she did not allow her adversity to produce bitterness in her. Instead of allowing adversity to break her down, she turned it on its head and made it into positive energy. Thank you. And this positive energy was to propel her to greater heights in life. She chose to ignore the forces and unseen hands that tried to restrain her from moving forward and focused instead on her inner strength. She believed in herself and the fact that she could make it despite all odds. There were barriers, there were closed doors and glass ceiling on every side, but her resilience and hope for a brighter future kept her going. Even when a decision was made that she would not go to college because of her family's financial situation, she held on to her dream. When forces seemingly beyond her control decided that she was going to become a seamstress, stitching clothes and dresses for women, she kept hope alive and eventually broke through all the barriers. And when due to lack of money, she had to trek several kilometers to attend a late college admission test in another town. Her hope cheered her up all the way. At the end of the day, not only was she admitted into this top-rated college, she finished her college education with top grades and went on to study engineering. Despite all odds. Today, her experiences and lessons from the School of Hard Knocks have galvanized into a motive force that drives her passion for assisting women and families. She sees hope and possibility in every woman, regardless of her color, her race, creed, background, or whatever life has thrown at her. She believes in womanhood and in the fact that every woman is created with a great potential. She believes that knowledge is power. She believes the biblical quotation that says, "My people have gone into captivity because they have no knowledge." That's in Isaiah 5 verse 13. But she also believes that no woman should ever have to be in captivity for lack of knowledge. She believed, like Nelson Mandela, that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. For her, the saying is as true as ever, that when you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But when you teach him to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Her experiences in life, plus the awareness that there is a great potential that lies dormant in every woman, have led to the formation of the 360-degree woman. Now the big question, why are we saying 360-degree woman? I know that's the big question on everyone's mind today, but I'll try to explain in my own little way. Anyone who's had some contact with geometry will readily grasp the concept of a degree as a unit for measuring angles. It is also common knowledge that in a full circle, there are 360 degrees representing completeness. 360 degrees represent a full circle, and it represents completeness of the degrees in a full circle. So, if 360 degrees represent completeness or wholeness, then a 360-degree woman would mean a complete woman, a total woman, an all-rounder, or a well-rounded woman. A well-rounded person, we all know, is skilled, versatile, capable, or knowledgeable about a lot of different things. Now, putting things in perspective, the 360-degree woman is a woman who is complete in all dimensions of life. And by this, I mean the social dimension, the physical dimension, the mental and the spiritual dimensions of life. 4 dimensions of life. Socially, the 360-degree woman builds and maintains a strong and healthy relationships with other people. Physically, the 360-degree woman pays attention to her appearance and well-being. Mentally, the 360-degree woman is knowledgeable and she constantly seeks for more knowledge. Spiritually, the 360-degree woman builds and maintains a strong relationship with her Creator, and that is God Almighty. Now, if a woman is deficient in one of these dimensions, she is incomplete. She is not a 360-degree woman. Now, let me give you the vision of the 360-degree woman. In simple language, the vision of the 360-degree woman is to raise exceptional women. And it takes someone who is exceptional to raise an exceptional person. We all agree with that. Now, the mission statement of the 360-degree woman is to educate and empower women and families to lead a purposeful, complete, and all-round godly life. And this they hope to achieve through seminars, workshops, conferences, talk shows, publications, outreaches, and counseling. Now let's talk about the primary focus of the 360-degree woman. It is a fact of life that all women have great potentials, but many of them operate at a suboptimum level. Many women have allowed others to define them rather than believing in themselves and defining themselves in terms of their inner qualities. The primary goal of the 360-degree woman is to empower and support women to unleash and maximize their potentials in life. The process of empowerment starts with building a solid foundation that will allow the woman to establish her identity and add value, first to herself and then to the society. Someone must educate the woman about who she is, where she came from, how she got here, why she is here, and what she's supposed to be doing on this planet. It is only when a woman is sure and confident of her identity that she can begin to maximize her potentials and ultimately fulfill her destiny. Let me point out here that empowering a woman has a knock-on effect on society and indeed the entire nation. When you empower a woman, you empower her children and her family. When every family is empowered, the entire nation is empowered. Remember that the basic building block for every nation on earth, no matter how large or how powerful, is the family. That's the basic unit from which nations are built. Therefore, when you build capacity in a woman, you are building capacity in the family. And when you build capacity in the family, you are building capacity in the nation and indeed the entire world. An empowered nation is an ultimate product that the 360-degree woman is trying to build. And it's a noble ideal that every man and woman should applaud and support. In my opening remarks, I spoke about Titilayo and her strong belief in herself. I also spoke about her belief that she could make it despite all odds. She was resolute in her belief and ultimately succeeded in turning adversity to a positive energy that propelled her to greater heights in life. Now let me close with this one. When David in the Bible offered to go and fight Goliath, the 9-foot Philistine giant, no one believed David could succeed. No one. Did anyone believe in him? No. No one believed in him. No one did. Even his brothers wrote him off. But David believed in himself, and that made a big difference. Because he believed in himself, that made a big difference. Now, one thing I would like to do today, if nothing else, is to get you all to believe in yourselves. And it does not matter whether you are a hairdresser or a teacher, a housewife, an engineer, an accountant, or a mechanic. You must believe in yourself before others can believe in you. Now let me ask you this question. Do you believe in yourself, please, ladies and gentlemen? Do you believe in yourselves? Thank you very much for that. Well, thanks for that. I have a second question similar to the first one, and that is, do you believe that you are loaded with great potentials? Yes. I ask that again. Do you believe that you are loaded with great potentials? Yes. Thank you very much. Now, if you have answered yes to these two questions, it means then that you are standing on the same platform with Titilayo and the 360-degree woman. And so I would like to encourage you to support and join hands with the 360-degree woman to make a difference in the lives of women, not only in our generation, but also in future generations. And I can assure you that someday, your children and children's children, up to many generations, will arise and call you blessed. Amen. In closing, Mother Teresa said, I am a little pencil in the hand of a writing God who is sending a love letter to the world. I'll take that again. I am a little pencil in the hand of a writing God who is sending a love letter to the world. And I would like to challenge you to be a part of the love letter that God is writing to the world. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you all. Thank you.